Hi everyone, welcome to your reading. So today we will explore energies for May, and let's see what we need to be aware of at this time. I am starting with Universal Love Oracle and we'll follow with Tarot. Spirit, please show us energies for May. What we need to know for our highest good. All right, I love those. We have listening, we have golden memories, and the mystic. So, firstly, we're speaking about tuning into your subtle bodies and picking energies from the spirit realm. We're talking about intuition here, we're talking about your spirit guides, angels, maybe somebody who passed away, who truly cared and loved for you, is trying to communicate. So I'm saying this because the card Golden Memories is specifically speaking about somebody in spirit who loved you and who passed away. This person is letting you know that love is not lost, okay? And it will come again in many different forms. And those you loved, you will be together again one day. And the mystic then here speaks about activating your third eye, being really in tune with your psychic gifts. If you are already deeply intuitive, it speaks about your gifts expanding, you becoming more powerful. Maybe now you're feeling like offering it as a service to other people, or maybe daring to monetize it, because many people with psychic gifts feel that perhaps they need to just give it because it was given to us. But the energy exchange is real, and we're living in the real physical world, and it is truly okay to ask for compensation. So if you are already using your gifts, they're growing, and it's okay to charge for your service. That is the message. Let's look deeper into listening. Let's look deeper into listening. Rider-Waite Tarot, please tell me about listening. So it's about freeing your mind and receiving the guidance from the spirit, being open. We have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles. So if you have felt unmotivated or disencouraged, maybe there is a fresh energy that will awaken within you, that will inspire you. If you were a little bit stuck in your way and not able to move forward and becoming so disillusioned, disencouraged, disinterested in everything, maybe this energy that is coming towards you as a message, because pages are messengers, they're coming from Sephra Malkuth, and it's a beginning of our journey for pages. It's also the end fruit, but it's also as a beginning for us as we move back upwards in our ascension journey. So new inspiration, new excitement can be expected in May. And if you were in a place where you felt you can't move, now you will receive this new spark of desire to move. What is this about? Tell us more about this spark, excitement, new journey. Maybe you want to take a course. Maybe you want to explore new hobby. Tell us about the Page of Wands. The World. It is success, completion, and also expansion. It may be connected with travel. Maybe you will be inspired to travel because you were so stuck. Or it will be connected with something global or international, different languages, different cultures, different traditions. Maybe you will do some digital work, because page of wands can be very excited in new technologies. So this could be connected with all four directions of the world, and you are opening and expanding your gifts and excitements and what you are offering to others, and it helps you grow. It also speaks about dancing within your limitations, knowing that you're human, and while your soul is eternal, as a human you have your limitations. Okay, so if you feel that something is stopping you, as this Knight of Pentacles reversed often feels so blocked, unable to move and becoming disinterested, it will help you to look at your situation from a different perspective. Okay, perhaps I do not have this material means, but what I have is this excitement about something. Let's explore my excitement. And how can I put my excitement, my spark, my joy, my playfulness, my interest in something into the world, and perhaps considering monetizing it or considering it as a step forward towards your growth. Let's speak about golden memories. So this is a clear card, and the only card in this deck that speaks about somebody who passed away. They loved you and they care for you. Love is not lost. It never is. Tell us about golden memories. And because I'm aware several people are watching, this could be very individual. So let's get several cards for golden memories. Who is the loved one in spirit? And what is the lesson here? Wow. The High Priestess obviously is the hidden behind the whale energy. We have the Lovers, so reversed. For some of you, it could be your ex-lover or ex-partner, ex-somebody who passed away. Maybe it was like a karmic connection. Maybe it was not something that was beautiful in real life, or maybe it was for some time, but because Lovers is reversed, it seems like lovers were not together. When the person passed away, lovers were not together. But behind the veil is the knowledge that the worlds, unseen worlds exist. We just are not always aware of them in our physical form. But it is changing. And if you want to add your opinion on this, please do. But as the level of radiation on Earth increases, as it does, our human etheric body is becoming more sensitive to that which we don't see. That is part of the study in the Qabalistic tree of life, when we're speaking about Sephira connected with number 9. And it will speak about how we use unseen energy to manifest physical results. Okay, I will stop with this and let's speak about the star. So the star is about hope, healing. It's about somebody who is distant, somebody who is beautiful or was beautiful. We have Aquarius energy and Gemini energy as well. So the message from the unseen world, from behind the veil, maybe from the maiden who was beautiful but somewhat untouchable, maybe Aquarius. She could have been female who preferred her life to be about service, information sharing, and about giving herself to the world more so than to her lover. Maybe for some. For others, it was your ex-love, And for others, it may have been like a feminine energy, like a grandmother energy, or even a mother energy. Or for some, it could be like Mother Mary energy if you're working with those energies. This may as well be somebody who is very pure, somebody who may perhaps never been touched by a man, this female, or maybe somebody who chose the life of solitude. Very wise. So this knowledge is coming to you, is about wisdom, about purity in love and service in life, about hope, about destiny, aligning with your star. We're seeing this. We're seeing the star in those two cards, very similar. But this is you. If you're feminine watching, if you're masculine, it's still you, just a different form. And this is somebody who is communicating to you. Let's speak about the mystic energy. So the high priestess is already very powerful mystic energy. Let's talk about your gifts awakening. Maybe Spirit tell us about what gifts we are talking about. What can my viewer expect in May? We have perseverance here. We have a wounded warrior energy. We have anxieties, worries, shame, regrets, and decisive movement forward. There are lots of wounds here. We're walking away from something unfulfilling. And it may be difficult because you tried your best to persevere. But for some of you, it is important to guard your energy and perhaps even see who is worthy of you sharing it. Your decision is to cut through everything that stops you, stagnates your life, and to make swift moves. Let's explore this Knight of Swords, because this is very clear. We are once again in the number 9. And I was already speaking about how in number 9 we're picking up those subtle energies. We're allowing this machinery of the universe, these energies around us, whether or not they are positive or negative, influence our lives, our everyday lives. And where it led you to, perhaps to reject your own gifts, perhaps to silence your own voice. But the eyes see. That's what I just heard. Your eyes see. So perhaps your gift is a clairvoyance here. But it's also about perseverance. Definitely about staying strong despite the challenges. There is lots of despair. I like to see the Knight of Swords is taking you somewhere else, giving you opportunity and movement. I will get another deck. We will take Sufi Tarot. I'm currently offering the special offer on Instagram if you're following me with this deck, Qabalistic reading, so you can go and check it out. I am more active on Instagram anyway, so you can find me there. Please clarify Knight of Swords. 6 of Wands. Yes, I love this for you. I love this so much because this is victory. This is success. This is where you're going. And as you're leaving this shame or blame or guilt or fear, anxiety, despair, distress, and locked energy, you're moving towards success, towards victory, where you're acknowledged, where your gifts are received, where people look up to you. You are their leader. You are their example. They follow you. They follow you not because of you are some kind of distant star, but because of following you makes their lives better. because you inspire them. And that is this energy of the page of wands, the message that's coming into you. How can I give my divine service to the world? How can I embody my soul on earth fully? That is our job, actually, because we cannot transcend the body. We cannot leave the body. We have chosen to be in this body. But we can rise as high as possible so this body can meet the soul. We cannot be just pure non-material soul either, because we're physical. So the job is to build the bridge. And once you build this bridge, you can live the life of service and love, and you also be taken care of in material. That's why I felt like speaking about that it's okay to be rewarded for what you do. Because in the end of the day, we need to eat. Okay, this physical body needs to be taken care of. So you have the victory. You have your supporters. You have people who admire you, who love you, who follow you. We have the horse here, okay? It's even a similar kind of energy, but there is pride. There is great pride. Well, here is a drive. Your drive takes you to the place where you can be proud of what you have achieved. These both cards are in the Sephira Tiferet. It's the Sephira number 6, and it's the place of the heart chakra. So once you make this decision, it is, while the swords are very mental, the knights are moving from the heart. They're listening the voice of the divine through their heart. And he's using his mental, he or she using their mental energy to make it into action. And that action leads to success. So I feel like the end of May can bring in some wonderful, wonderful place of recognition by your tribe and by your people. You win. That's what I hear. Tell us about this victory. Something else. What do we need to know about the victory in May? Victory over sorrow, loneliness, victory over being misunderstood or mistreated, victory over grief and losses and overcoming that and obtaining your tribe, people who celebrate you and celebrate with you, your sisterhood, your circle, your family, your friends, your tribe, reaping the rewards or the harvest. We have the pumpkin here, so it's a little bit like a late harvest. You waited a long time for this, perhaps, but it comes from emotional mastering and understanding. In Kabbalah, it would be Sephira Bina, Sephira number 3. And we're speaking about a place where sorrow was present, challenges were present, and everything has led to great understanding. This is a place where Saturn influences us, and it gives us such harsh lessons and discipline, but in the end we reach this moment of emotional fulfillment. And then we move towards the heart, and in our heart there we are victorious and excited. And the path between those two is a path of the lovers, actually, and the lovers has already come out. Okay, my dears, I will get you Lover's Oracle, and I will finish reading this. Also, shall I get you just one more? Just crossed my mind. The Spirit is whispering to me that let's see your perhaps biggest challenge and advice. Show us the biggest challenge for May for my viewer. Okay, the biggest challenge is the Hanged Man reversed and the Seven of Cups. So we are speaking perhaps about confusion on how to break from the waiting period, how to let go of inability. I just saw 44 on the wall. It's on the wall, but I just noticed it. about inability to sacrifice something that we are comfortable with, that we need to sacrifice for something better. Also releasing this ego hold over us, because Hanged Man reversed sometimes is held back by their ego or inability to surrender fully. So the biggest challenge perhaps will be to surrender, or also to break from the stalemate or waiting or limbo energy, and finding clarity in the confusion, to pick your path, to devote yourself to one path, and to see clearly the reality that's in front of you. Give us the advice, the best course of action for me, for my viewer. We have Two of Wands reversed. So we also have Seven of Wands. So we're talking about having stronger boundaries and protecting what you care for. Protecting your position, not being too defensive, but not being too meek, too weak, too soft. Because emotional boundary could be an issue with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups can get confused. There are illusions that can delay the action of the Seven of Cups. And so he stays stuck, and his ego refuses to surrender the perhaps idea of how his success should be obtained. But as we look towards the Two of Wands reverse, so again, very similar energy. There is a need to break from indecisiveness or being confused on what action to take. The passion is there, but what is needed here is to be more grounded, be more understanding of your own desires and what drives you forward. Where is my strength, and what do I need to do in this world? What decision I need to make that will help me to stand in my power and to achieve. So we do have the Seven of Wands that follows Six of Wands. There is a movement there. But the first thing that is needed to address is confusion in the way decisions are made. Where can I see things from different perspectives? Because the Hanged Man reversed sometimes struggle to see a bigger picture. He may look at everything from this one point of view, which is like a program. But what will happen if I flip it, and if I see it from different kind of lens or angle? Where do I need to put my foot down and grab the wand and make my choice? Maybe you feel like the world is not really open to you. You feel like maybe you struggle to expand or belong, but the world says it is possible. So I will give you Lover's Oracle, and we will close the reading. I hope it spoke to you. I know it's a little bit cryptic, but I hope the right person finds this reading, which is meant for them. If you are watching, thank you. Please like. I'm not good with those lines. Like, subscribe, share. Reflection. Give each other some space at the moment. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So this is for those of you who are not with your beloved, or maybe whose beloved has distanced themselves. Trust that everything will work out for your best, okay? Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance, manifesting miracles. This is definitely something that we've been exploring here with the Six of Wands, that dreams are coming true and they are becoming reality. So you trust your heart as a Knight of Swords does, because he moves with certainty and he's driven by this unseen power, mental power, that takes him into the world with full of heart, full of love, and full of wisdom, and full of decisive action and logical and strategic approach, and courageous and maybe reckless a little bit, but he succeeds in the end. I am very grateful for you being here and watching this, and please come back for more. Thank you. Bye bye.